BLUF Gaming here with 3 example very simple single lane balancers or splitters, a 1 to 2, a 1 to 4, who are very simple and need very little explanation, and then a 1 to 3 that we have right here. Any of these can be mirrored to go the opposite way. So there's your design. Now we'll go into the details. Okay, let's see these in action before we start talking about exactly how they work. Okay, as you can see, they all maintain the lane that the incoming good is in, so you don't have to worry about them messing up any kind of arrangement you might have if you have 2 different goods in the same lane. Again, as I said in the intro, the 1 to 2 lanes, that's just how you use a splitter. No big deal. 1 to 4, pretty much anybody can figure that out. But just because I want to be inclusive of all the numbers in this video series, I went ahead and put the 2 and the 4 in, and so I could have a video longer than 30 seconds. I included the 3 in this one as well. Going forward, I'll have individual videos for a 1 to 5, 1 to 6, and so on. So let's talk about how the 3 works. Okay, we're going to talk using this one as an example. When you have your load come in, can be mixed or not, half of the load altogether when it first comes in is going to be split on this belt to this end. Everything that goes into here maintains this lane, obviously, and then gets split evenly between these 2. So from what we've talked about so far, this lane is getting 25% of the load. This lane is getting 25% of the load. They will get some more. For the moment, we're just looking at 25% here. So the other half that comes into this splitter goes into this splitter. So this splitter is really at the moment no different than this one. So half of that load goes through here, and you end up so far with 25, 25, and 25% of everything to all 3 lanes. We have 75% here. The other 25% comes through and it gets split again. We have 12.5% going here, which ends up with more than 6% extra to each of those, around 31%. And the other 12.5 comes through here, again 6.5 this way. They're all even at 31.5, and then it'll just continue on, and each of these will end up getting almost exactly 33%, giving you a very even distribution of everything that comes in. Now these are all input and output balanced by belt, but not by lane. So these can cause some backups if you have one lane that's far more heavy with goods than the other lane. So these can all cause some backups if you have more in one lane than another. And as you know, backups can further back in your production line or your logistics system can cause some issues if they're not able to push through whatever they're producing. So if you need to know how to balance individual lanes coming in, just check out my other videos. I've already posted a video showing how to do both lane input and output 1-to-1 belt balancers. They're a bit more complex than this, but not too much more complex. And if you have the room and you need to make sure things go smoothly, they're a good bet. There are other designs for a 1 to 3 splitter. They can also be just as evenly distributed as this, however they won't be as compact as this. Now if you do know of another more compact 1 to 3 design that evenly distributes the goods, please leave a note in the comments and I'd love to take a look at it. Of course, you don't always have enough room to do a design exactly like this, so just bear in mind that if you need to, some of these belts can be longer, and you can use some underground belts if necessary to sort of weave in and out and reduce this down to only 3 wide, although it can be a bit difficult to accomplish. But it at least lets you move this thick part up and down so that you hopefully are able to fit it into your factory. That's all I have for now. Feel free to check out my other videos, and I'll be posting more soon, covering a larger number of lanes. Thanks.